Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. It's hard to imagine this not being a fun game to watch. It's the Chiefs going up against the Dolphins. With that, let's head on down to Miami, where we'll hand it over to the two men calling our game. That's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, we come to you from a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls with an 11th on the way in 2020. Yes, we are in beautiful Miami, Florida. Tonight we move on to week 2 of the preseason, and we've got a good matchup here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Miami Dolphins. Welcome in, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So you've got 1 week of preseason games in the books. Now you start to really assess some of the vets and, of course, some of the young players.
You're exactly right, because now there's a week's worth of film out.
We have a 1st and 10 forthcoming. We have a red zone alert as well as this offense looks to punch it in a scoreless first quarter.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Partner, there are times when I feel a little bit guilty about offering some criticism because I see the thought process here, trying to bounce it outside and gain some yardage. But every now and then you got to think ahead and just take your medicine. Go down. Don't give up anymore.
2nd and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it in. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's caught at the 2. And they'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
And his kick is indeed good. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run out of.
A pretty big early test for the defense coming up. What can they dial up here to try and thwart this 3rd down situation? So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyler Matakevich with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe
second quarter, this defense looking for a big third down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on third down.
pass situation.
Back to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but
second quarter, this defense looking for a big third down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Let's go. 3-19.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right.
Green 39.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
it's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so...
second quarter, this defense looking for a big third down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense.
Hurry up, here we go. Over.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Throwing a slant pattern here, complete. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterback.
They'll give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Let's go. 3-19.
They'll set up to throw. His pass caught at the 4. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They come up in an offset eye.
Green 39.
Time running out here on the play clock. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Larry Ridley will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. And Charles, he's able to dive in there in a short yardage situation.
Just find a place to get to the end zone. Didn't matter where it was, but once...
This offense has been clicking pretty well here in the first half. They've got the sizable margin. Now can they add to it here with a final drive in the second quarter?
Green 39.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll be grabbed from behind and slung down like a rag doll. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So a big sack on second down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for third. On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll push. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken around the 12. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with it. So the situation, it's third down in the third quarter, and this defense just trying to get the ball back to their offense to get back in this contest. They come up in an offset eye. They'll try and run with their fullback. Shreds the tackle, and he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
And how about that on third down? So many.
So the situation, it's third down in the third quarter, and this defense just trying to get the ball back to their offense to get back in this contest. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete.
But sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And his kick is good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the third quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your...
Fourth quarter, and it's kind of getting to be desperation time here for this defensive side. They need to get the ball back to their offense. They have a chance to do that on third down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to fourth down. Nothing to lose now. This offense forced to go for it. Down a bunch here in the fourth quarter.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it is incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on fourth down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to
fourth quarter, and it's kind of getting to be desperation time here for this defensive side. They need to get the ball back to their offense. They have a chance to do that on third down.
3-19.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he slides to avoid the hit. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Fourth quarter, and it's kind of getting to be desperation time here for this defensive side. They need to get the ball back to their offense. They have a chance to do that on third down. Out of the gun now on third down. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Developing situation here following the interception. A golden chance for points as the offense is back out there with a 1st and goal to go. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Now they try the right side here. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tyreek Hill from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge, or they just don't like?
The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.